That looks like it comes out of nothing.
Yeah.
Like when you're walking and firing the torch, it just comes out of nothing.
Let's see what these guys dropped.
He was sleepy. He just had to go back to bed.
There's a lot of sleepy boys here.
My head disappeared. I'm tired now. Sleep.
Also, I didn't get to watch it. I didn't get to talk about it before because I didn't watch it at the time when we filmed it. But of one of the other shows that was premiered was a pilot from one guy from Red Letter Media and Psychic Pebbles.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't know it was one of the guys from Red Letter Media too. I just knew Psychic Pebbles did it.
Yeah, they did a short called Smiling Friends. It's hilarious. But yeah, it's them two, and then Oni does some like animations for like some of the characters, like here and there. But it's fucking stupid. I loved it.
Apparently, people are saying it's got like. Someone said, I haven't seen an Adult Swim show get this much hype since Rick and Morty came on.
It's fucking good. Like, so it's really good.
So apparently people like it, and I hope it does well, because just seeing the screenshots is, like, hilarious. Like, the characters look ridiculous.
Yeah, it was only a pilot. Like, that was one of those few shows that aired that doesn't have, like, a set date or even, like, said if it's gonna be a thing. But I really want it to be a thing.
I bet you if people were talking about it on Twitter like they are,
oh yeah,
that it'll probably get picked up.
One of the other ones was called J.J. Villard's Fairy Tales, which I didn't really like that much. It was like the animation is like kind of weird and stilted. Like whenever people are walking, like they barely like have any kind of animation at all. Like it's almost like South Park. Like it looks like South Park, but they're like actually animated and drawn. It's like I don't really know how to describe it, but like it's supposed to be fucked up fairy tales is what the storyline, what it is. It's like every episode's supposed to be like a short.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Fairy tale. Like it's cool, but like it gets really dark at times.
Well,
like,
yeah.
I was watching it, and like, there's a part where the pilot that they aired was about Goldilocks, and it starts with her like talking to her mom, like, "Oh, I'm gonna go out in the woods or whatever," and her mom's like, "Well, just be careful because last time your dad didn't make it, or whatever." Jesus. And she's like, "I know, Mom." Yeah, so like. While her and her mom are having this dialogue about her dad going out in the woods and never making it back home alive, there's like text that appears on the screen for like barely like a second, and it happens like multiple times in the episode that I had to like freeze frame it to see like what the fuck it was that it said, and it's like in this like blood font, and it's like stop doing this, there's no time left, and like quit fooling yourself. And I'm like, what the fuck is this show? And like that's like, yeah, and like it's super like bloody and shit. Like it's like it's fine. Like I don't know if I would really watch much of it, but like it was okay. It kind of reminded me of like Mr. Pickles, but not in the fact where Mr. Pickles was trying too hard to be dark and edgy. This was just really fucked up fairy tales.
Right.
Okay.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah,
but apparently the guy
Pickles is a very not great show. We've talked about that before.
No, it's not good. I can't make it through like a whole season of that show. But
I've only ever watched clips, but like to me, it's like that's one of those like you either have to be like 15 to think that's funny, or you literally just have no taste like whatsoever. Like I'm
Jesus,
sorry.
Bird, why don't you tell us how it is?
But like I found out that the guy that did that show, the Fairy Tales one, he apparently had like a short show on Adult Swim a while back that I didn't remember. Well, I didn't remember it was him. It was King Star King.
I don't know.
And I've seen like maybe 1 or 2 episodes of it. It's okay, but I don't know. Maybe I'd like it more if I watched more of it. But it was okay.
Right.
Yeah, that was like I don't know. That was like it was like super weird. Like I don't know. Maybe when it comes out, like later this year I'll watch more of it, but
Right.
it was super weird.
I just want Saul of the Mole Men to come back.
Oh god.
Yeah.
My favorite
You can
Adult
watch all
Swim
of
show
it.
of all time.
It's all on the app. You can
It's
watch
on the
it.
app.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now there's
What an
a lot of
amazing
stuff.
show.
There's a lot of stuff on their app that you have to like sign into your cable provider to like watch.
Yeah.
But
Right.
like there's a like all of Saul of the Moment is on there. All of 12 Ounce Mouse is on there. There's a ton
Is
of
Moral
stuff.
Oral? I don't know if all of Moral Oral
I
is,
don't
but I know
all
that
of it. I know it's on there.
they used to have it all on there. I don't know if it still is.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Was never a big fan of that show.
It's okay, but like it has to be watched. Like I won't say like it has to be watched all in order, but like you
have
can't
to
watch
be-
that show in one go.
You have to
Right.
be in
It's
the
rough.
right mindset in it to like
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah.
You have to realize that it's like a real big like because it's such a like parody of religion and stuff. You have to.
You have to be ready to watch that.
You have to be you have to be ready to watch that and know like it's gonna like it's gonna lean really heavily into that.
Right.
I think when it's actually doing a lot less like parodying religion and it's doing more parodying like normal everyday like family structures is where it's better.
Yeah.
Like where it's
yeah.
parodying like his like when it's like basically like talking about like his life like with his dad like
Right.
basically being like closeted gay and being a drunk and like his mom just like sleeping with the neighbor and like doing all this other shit. Like they basically imply that like the little brother is not like the dad's kid. In fact, I think
Yeah,
like
I
real
forgot
late,
about that.
I think real late in the show they finally like just basically come out and say it, like she admits it.
Right.
But it's implied really early that that's the fact.
Oh yeah.
There's some weird story behind that too, because it's like there's something with the kid. It's like the kid's completely different halfway through the one season because they picked up the wrong kid. So through like half the season they don't have the same kid because they picked up the wrong one, and then at the end of the season the parents of the other kid of that kid get pissed off that they have Moral's brother, that they just pawn off their kid on them, so now he has two brothers
Oh my god.
by the end of like
I
the
don't think
second or third season.
I don't think I ever made it that far.
Yeah, like I fucking love that. It's so stupid.
The last like season was one of those like it didn't air very much and it was like very
It was like out of
sporadic when it
order. Like,
did.
yeah.
So I only ever watched a couple of those episodes once or twice. One of my favorite bits
Oh!
happened again. One of my favorite bits in Moral Oral though that shows up in the very first episode, which was supposed to be the last episode of the first season, which is the Christmas episode, where he's listening to the death metal band, but they're a Christian death metal band, so it's like burn in heaven.
Oh yeah.
It's I can't remember the name of the band, but it's something like it sounds like a death metal band, but it's clearly like some like very Christian reference or something. I don't remember.
Right. You go over there now. That's where
It's
you
where
live.
you live.
Since we're
Even all
also
these miles away, Ando, we're still on the same page.
Yep.
Yep.
There's also a pilot that the guys who did 12 Ounce Mouse did. It's Matt Morello and like a couple other people. What's that over there? Oh,
Wow.
Oh, there you go. Can't pick it up though.
yeah, drop something.
What can I get rid of? I don't know. I can't see.
Oh God!
It was a live action, like half hour, like it was supposed to be a pilot, but it was almost like it was like a gravelly voiced like protagonist guy who would like hunt down monsters, and the episode is like he goes to like find this woman, and it turns out like she's possessed, almost like she's a deadite or something.
Okay.
And it's like really dry. It's kind of dry like 12 Ounce Mouse is dry, but it's like live action and it's super weird. I've only ever watched it a couple times because it's hard to find. I believe it's called Stiff is what it's called.
Oh, okay.
So if you ever
I think I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah. I think it only ever aired a few times and it was like pretty late. But it was another one of those like, I think
at first I thought you were going to say, are you talking about Neon Joe Werewolf Hunter?
No,
Oh, Jesus.
no. It's like if Neon Joe was less goofy and played more straight, but also funny in like a really dark humor kind of way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
So the last time when we, of course, again referencing this, when we recorded this the last time, I was telling you guys about how Becky and I have been watching various Royal Rumbles between 1997 and 2002.
Oh yeah.
So for some reason, I follow a lot of wrestling pages on Facebook, but for some reason I got a video and it was like Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
Oh, cool.
Oh no, these guys.
I tried to pick them up and it wouldn't let me, and I'm like, oh, that's why, because it's this part.
Yeah. It's Shawn Michaels and Triple H in the ring as DX, and it was. They show like for those of you who don't know, the curtain call thing was basically like Shawn Michaels and Triple H were friends with Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, and they went to WCW. So like their last match, like all four of them, they were supposed to be against each other, and all four of them stood in the ring and like raised each other's hands and high-fived and hugged and all this other stuff, and it was like this big kayfabe breaking moment or whatever, because like the bad guys weren't supposed to be friends with the good guys, you know, the whole deal.
Right.
So anyway, they bring this. They're talking about something that happened at the previous pay-per-view. And so, of course, they play the clip of and that's not what they were supposed to, like, they were supposed to play something from Bad Blood or whatever. But they ended up playing this clip, and Shawn Michaels is like, oh, yeah, Vince, remember when we weren't supposed to be buddies with we weren't supposed to be shaking hands with our enemies, and blah, 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 blah. And Bret Hart comes out and, like, whoa, boop, 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 boop. But Bret Hart comes out and cuts this promo, and he's like, so we were talking about, and when we recorded this last, we were talking about Jerry Lawler saying horrible stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so he fights it. At one point, he had like a feud with Goldust, and he called him a flaming gay swear on TV.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Of course.
So in vain with that, Bret Hart comes out, and Triple H and Shawn Michaels are doing their whole DX shtick where they're like, like fucking shoving buddies around or whatever. And
Shoving buddies.
Bret Hart comes out and he's like, you know what those 3 H's stand for, Triple H? H gay swear, H gay swear, H gay swear. And I'm like, wow. Holy shit. Like I didn't remember that being such a I don't remember them just like flagrantly saying that.
It's a different time, Tom.
I mean, I know it was, but it's so weird to me.
Yeah. And it wasn't even that long ago.
No. Like 1997 was not that long ago.
No.
And I'm like, what the fuck? But Bret Hart sounds like such a dickhead.
Oh, I'm sure.
Have either of you guys been watching Dark Side of the Ring?
No.
I've been wanting to. Someone from work texted me about it. He said that that there's is it Bret Hart? There's like the new season. Who's in the new season? Like what were
Chris
the new
Benoit
episodes?
is the first. Chris Benoit and Eddie
Benoit
Guerrero.
one, yeah.
Yeah. Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero the first episode, and then the second episode is on New Jack.
Yeah, he was like, he's like, if you want to watch it, like, give yourself some time to watch the Benoit one. He's like, it's bad.
It's 240. It's like 2 45-minute episodes.
Yeah, he's like, it's super
hard,
depressing.
Man. It is hard to get through. I mean, it's definitely worth knowing the story and knowing what happened and stuff like that. But it's rough. It is really rough.
It's a great show, but fuck, did they get real dark with it?
And like, Dom and I were texting each other back and forth. For those of you who don't know, that was the best man at my wedding. Known him since I was in kindergarten. But he's also a big wrestling fan. And we text each other during Dynamite and stuff, AEW. And he texted me and he's like, the new Jack episode is out. He's like, you should watch it. And I'm like, oh man, like after the Benoit episodes, like I just don't know if I can keep watching the show. And he's like, honestly, watch the new Jack episode because by comparison, it seems like a lighthearted fucking comedy. which it really does, but it also reminds me of what a piece of shit New Jack is.
Yeah.
Like all those dudes he stabbed and the time he tried to kill Frank Grimes.
Yeah,
Rick Grimes from fucking
I know.
Simpsons. Grimy.
Someone posted that clip of him throwing that guy off the balcony and like trying to make him miss.
Yep. He admits it too. He's like, yep, I tried to kill him. He's like, I didn't throw him far enough. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like that's
yeah,
awful.
no, I need to watch that new season.
It's definitely worth watching. Like if you have any interest, if you have an interest in wrestling, you should for sure watch it.
By the way, I don't know what I'm doing.
Boys. What's that?
I have no idea what I'm doing.
He said there's a fuse in the middle of the drill that you have to shoot. So you have to slow it down so you can shoot it.
Yeah, you have to stasis it and then shoot the... Jesus Christ. Also, that song I sent you guys earlier about whatever he says about licking on his balls or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I found that from watching memes, but I was trying to find the Suckin' on a Wiener song from like the
Suckin' on a Wiener.
I don't know if it wasn't Little Tommy J, but it was one of those like when they used to do Game Grumps remixes all the time. And for whatever reason, I can't find it.
Huh. On YouTube?
Yeah, couldn't find it.
Oh, did I get it?
I guess so.
Resuming operation in 5, 4, 3.
Oh no, you just slowed it down for a minute.
So what's the point then?
It said the drill's at 75% capacity. So it's like its first phase is over.
Gotcha. Oh boy.
Yeah. Gotta stasis that fucking drill.
You gotta stasis the fucking drill.
I mean, I gotta admit, this is the coolest part of this whole game so far.
It is pretty neat.
It's pretty cool.
Resuming operation in 5, 4.
Oh, nope.
2 early.
1. All hands.
I need to take like one of my headphones off because I have like noise canceling headphones on. So when I talk, like I feel like I'm deaf. Like I can't hear myself at all.
It's like that Archer thing. That's how you get tinnitus.
I like your strategy of fuck the enemies. I'm gonna see if I can stop the drill now.
Is that show still a thing, by the way? Is Archer still
Archer,
a thing?
yeah.
I always do this thing with that show where I watch it for a really long time. Like I'll watch a bunch of seasons together, and then I'll forget that like new seasons are happening, and so I'll miss it for like a season or two, and then I'll go back and watch like 2 seasons in a row, and it just keeps happening.
I'm behind like 2 seasons, but like I think the most recent one was Archer in Space.
Oh shit!
I didn't know there was an Archer in space.
Yeah, like they're like half the cast are like aliens.
Oh my
great.
god!
Yeah.
Between this planet trying to kill us, your boyfriend hating me, this has been a wonderful trip so far.
Not usually
See,
like
he
this.
gets it.
I don't know why.
Just let us fight it out, okay? One of us will win eventually. Did you find the experiment?
Yes.
And?
Yay!
Oh, good.
Plot progression's gonna happen, you guys. I can't wait.
Awesome.
Cool.
Also, we definitely made it farther this time around.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, because we didn't get past. We stopped at the drill.
It's not even an hour and a half mark, so.
Yeah. Oh, slow elevator rides.
Hello later.
Yay.
Boop, psh, boop, boop, psh, boop, 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 boop.
Intermission.
I can't grab this guy, so you know what that means.
Shoot him. Huh. Not what I was expecting.
Ah, my face.
The colony of same face.
Just gonna.
I wonder if we find Tim's body. I wonder where Tim's at.
What?
Tim
That
from
would-
the beginning of the game.
Can I be serious? That would actually be hilarious.
Our original protagoni.
Like,
Oh, are these the guys?
I don't know.
they might be. Like, what if that was like a thing that happened? Like, what if like you found his like frozen, but like, what if somehow his body was perfectly frozen for like 200 years or whatever?
Oh, that's a good point. I'm just trying to find some dumb thing to be excited about as per usual in these videos.
I mean,
Picking a stupid
far
thing to
as-
get really wound up about is definitely not what we do here.
that
No,
is this
not at all.
game, and the fact that like, you know, there's not really much to go on.
Right.
Cause
I'm looking forward to like getting
Dead
more
Space
of the
3.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting more of the lore. Holy shit.
There you are. We're upstairs on the observation level.
What the hell is this thing?
It's bad news, that's what it is.
Beautiful, isn't it? The scientists called it the Nexus. They thought these bigger specimens acted as conduits for the machine's control signal, broadcasting it to the smaller forms.
And that helps us how?
Because I think they found the machine by tracking the signal upstream through nerve clusters inside the creature.
Well, we need to get
So this
inside
bald lady that's talking right now, she's going to be a bad guy.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
It's just frozen solid. How do we get in?
The scientists used heat exchanges. Let me try to ignite them.
Heat the key.
Oh, man, if we have to fucking heat a key in this game, I'm throwing my headphones off and you guys can finish this.
I mean, look at these things. I have to stasis or whatever while
Yeah, you have
probably
to
enemies
kinesis.
attack me. Yeah.
Like, I'm not like the reason that I'm excited for you to find out like what's going on here is because there's literally nothing else to get excited about right now.
I'll be honest.
I'm
I
not
have no
gonna
idea
lie.
what's.
It's like
I have no
it's
idea
like-
what's going on.
It's
so
like the
that's
one
fine.
interesting thing before you find out the big reveal of what's going on.
Uh-huh.
So like it really is like until you get to almost the very end, it's like the only thing that's like interesting.
Do I want to do any more guns?
It's up
I mean,
to
like,
you.
I think you're doing okay. I mean, unless they give you a Ripper.
You do have that heavy frame that you got that you could make something with.
Hammond's heavy frame.
Survey charge. I don't know that you want the I don't know if you want. I don't think you want either of those. You have the.
Ooh,
you could
Ripcore.
make
What's a Ripcore?
That's
Yep.
that's
I don't
the
know.
Ripper. You could make a Ripper right
Yes. Yep. Uh-huh. Give it to me, Neil.
I can't do a lower tool. Like, how do I do that?
now. It's probably
guess-
because the frame doesn't allow it. It's probably because there's it only allows to have the.
I was gonna say use this if it works like the original Ripper. I would say use this instead of the
Line gun.
line gun for a little bit and see if it helps. Because I feel like
Well, I
with the
can only
go ahead.
add that. No, I was just talking to myself. I can't add any more like upgrades to it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it might be easier to use this because you can use it as an individual item. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you fire the plasma gun, like the plasma cutter, it's like one little beam, and I think that might be beneficial with the Ripper. Plus, you can also do the extender thing and you know, hold it out and whatever like you used to. At least I'm assuming you can.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. There we go.
Yay!
Yeah.
Let's test it out.
Oh yeah. And then you probably have to either let go of the trigger or hit the other
Hit
trigger
it.
to fire it.
No,
So it just sits there?
it just sits there.
So you can't do anything else to fire it?
Huh. I'm not sure you necessarily
Unless
want that either. It's up to
Unless
you.
there's like another part that I can add. I don't know.
Because, like, when you fire it, it just puts it out, right?
Yeah, it just sits there.
Hit fire again. Oh. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Oh, that wasn't shooting it? It was just putting more out?
it looked like it. Yeah,
That kind of sucks.
yeah, it's weird. Am I going the right way? Yeah.
I'm guessing so.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I mean, if it sucks, you can always just go back to the line.
Oh
again.
yeah.
Audio logs. Guys, there's necromorphs and shit's fucked.
Oh boy, is there?
Boy, howdy, there's a lot of necromorphs. They're really getting stabby with their pointy claws.
What do I want to get rid of? I'll get rid of this. Can I activate? Yes, I can.
Yay!
But can
Archaeologist suit has been unlocked.
There you
But
go.
can you activate Windows?
No. If you're me, you can't. Oh, that's cool looking.
Let's do that.
Go for it. Why not?
I'm probably going to need this suit anyway, so who knows.
It's so weird that we spent like half of the game not getting a new suit. And then now, like, we barely had that last one for like an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
We didn't even have it for an hour.
No. This one looks really cool.
It does look cool.
Yeah.
Upgrade. Nothing. Okay, cool.
Great. That was worth it. Oh, look at that.
Alright.
Well, never mind then.
Where's this going to take me? Yeah.
So yeah, I don't... Are they, like... So they're... This is like a weapon of some kind, or... What are we...
What?
This thing that they found.
Yeah, I'm not really clear on that.
Me neither. Like, I've been trying to follow the dialogue along, but I gotta be real honest, I'm not real clear what we're doing.
Yeah.
Bird, any thoughts?
They basically said that I think what they said is that they basically like they basically backtracked the signal to this thing that they found.
Oh, battery!
Ooh, battery!
Yeah, insert that shit. But they basically backtracked this
Not
signal
yet.
to where they are now to like figure out that that's like this is like the origin of where the necromorph started, basically.
Oh, okay. Hey, it's not too bad.
It's good for up close.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's someone else. I can smell them.
I can smell your fear! Suck it, nerd! Remember
I
when
could
they
really
would just...
benefit from shooting them.
Yeah. I mean, you still have the shotgun.
Yeah, I know. I might just go back to it.
Oh, wait, did you replace the shotgun with that?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, that sucks. Like, I kind of wish they would just... And again, we talked about this early on, and I'm not trying to preach on it, but like, it would have been nice if they were just like, here's the Ripper.
Yeah.
There you go. Like this.
And I also don't like that I can only carry 2 weapons.
That seems
That's
kind of
another
bullshit as well, yeah.
Hey, I found the generator for the.
Because like in the last game, you could carry up to 4.
Understood.
Yeah. Oh well. I want to climb up here. I want to see what's up here.
Because I don't think I don't think I ever used more than 3 weapons in the original 2 games anyway. Like I used the Ripper, the line gun, and the plasma cutter, and that was it. It's like Resident Evil 2. It was shotgun, pistol, and some other third thing. I mean, the sniper rifle when you have to use it, but
What in Resident Evil?
yeah,
Yeah.
I never used it. Oh, there it goes.